What up, YouTube? So today I got a couple things for you guys to check out. Ended up getting the gas tank and my steering figured out and installed. So take a look. Alright, so the gas tank, there you go. See, it's pretty close to the bottom of the frame, but there's not a whole lot of room to work with, so it's a good inch off the ground. I'll have to make that work. So for the bracket, I got this piece on the outside that bolts up right here, up there as well, into the frame, and then into the transmission cross member right there. So it's got plenty of strength, ain't going nowhere. And then on the other side, I built a couple brackets that come off the frame. So I still got some room to run my brake lines and fuel lines to it. Actually, the fuel line's not going to be on that side, it's going to run along this side. There you go, so out from back there, run along here up to the motor. And yeah, the thing turned out pretty sick. It's a snug ass fit. And then here's in my floor where it's going to be going up to the front of the truck. So there's my steering wheel. You can kind of see it. And then second, which was way more difficult, was to link up the steering. So I basically took and braced the frame with that patch right there, right here. Braced the motor mount, and then added in this piece that has a heim joint bolted to it. The steering goes through the heim joint, then through the motor mount and down to the rack and pinion. So let me mount the camera for you guys and I'll show you how this shit pivots. So yeah, for having no power steering hooked up to the steering, it definitely turns really easy. So I can only imagine once the power steering's hooked back up, it's gonna be nice and smooth. And here's that other part that I was showing you guys in the last video that I had to modify. I forget what the hell the thing's called, but it recycles the exhaust air back into the motor. But yeah, as you can see, it is pretty close. But luckily I was able to come over about almost a ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch doing that modification. So it helped out. And when you start the car or when you rev the motor, it tends to pull towards the towards the passenger side. So that gap should be fine. And then down here, the other side is mounted a little bit further out. So I'm going to cut these back off and remount them so they're the same on both sides, and that'll give it a little more room. So yeah, turned out pretty sick, and I'll keep you guys posted. The next thing is to route the gas door where I was telling you guys it was going to be, so somewhere around there and down through the firewall. So I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching. Peace.